So I found a dragon, and I'm not even joking. And not only did I find a dragon, but I found a dragon in the United States the size of a state. Now you might think I'm crazy, but if you watch this video, I'm going to provide you solid evidence to the point where you're going to know there were dragons. It all started a few days ago when my buddy Mike, who has this page on the gram, go follow him. He is brilliant and has so much awesome information, posted this. And those are people. So these are rock formations and those are people. So think how big that is. So Mike was mentioning in his post how the mainstream would never let us know how big dinosaurs actually were. And he was saying these were scales from a giant dinosaur. But I was suspicious. I wasn't quite sold on what he was saying. Suspicious to the point where I wanted the coordinates. So Mike, like the good person he is, found me the coordinates. And just to show you a little bit more, all this rock formation goes on until the eye can't see. And that's a car, just so you get an idea of how big these are. So I got these coordinates and I put them in because I wanted to see these rock formations for myself. So I zoomed all the way in and I found these patterns and they were everywhere and they just go on forever and forever. And that's a car, just so you can get a scale again here. And just look at these. They're forever, forever. And they're all just like the squareness of them. They're too coincidental to what a reptile scale looks like to me. So what I wanted to do was I saw this and then I wanted to zoom out and see if I can get a bigger thing, but I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. Didn't see anything. And I was like, I give up. And then all of a sudden, there it was. Now you might not see it at first, but I promise you, you will. So look at the red. We're looking at the red here. Here's a wing, okay? So a giant wing. Here's its torso going up to its neck, and then its head is right here. And then another wing, and then so we got body, wing, neck, and then I'm gonna show you its head, and it's crazy. All right, so I really want you to see this. And over here is the head. So I circled the head. Here's its mouth around. Literally the mouth opening is right here. Here's its eye. So here's its big head. Here's an outline. Found the best looking dragon to what it looked like. But you can see in the blue outline, the blue, you can see the wings. And then its head goes up and around. And the part to the very top right is the head here. Now watch this. All right, so here's the whole thing. Wing. I'm gonna zoom in on the head here and just wait till you see this. Okay, so here's its head. Here would be its bottom jaw. Look, you can literally see its teeth, even molars here. And then look at this. More teeth over here, but wait till I show you what I found. And I found this after I saw this. Look at the name of the trail by the giant dragon head. Black Dragon Canyon Trailhead. Guys, they put the truth right in plain sight. The Dragon's Head, Dragon Trail. So just to compare the rock formations to a crocodile. Suspiciously similar, right? So again, I just really want you to see that those rock formations look exactly like what petrified crocodile scales would look like. Exactly. And these scales go on forever. Literally forever. Miles and miles and miles. Now here's where it gets even crazier. There's a place up here around where the dragon's chest would be called Fern's nipple. And I want to show you this place. Okay, so here it is from an overhead view and it literally looks like a nipple and you can see all these scale patterns again. Now let me show it to you from the side view. All right, so it clearly looks like what it's being called and it happens to be right in that chest area of the dragon. Now, I think if people were to ever think of dragons for real, they wouldn't think that dragons had nipples. But there was all sorts of crossbreeding animals going on back before the flood with the fallen angels, literally crossbreeding humans with different animals to try to get different species. So I'm not discounting this part of it at all, especially when I look at what ferns comes from. There just happens to be something called a wyvern, and fern, vern, wyvern, it sounds very similar to me. And a wyvern is a type of mythical dragon with 2 legs and 2 wings and a pointed tail, which is said to be a venomous stinger. So are they telling us truth in plain sight? as they always do. And again, are they putting that truth in plain sight in books and even in alcoholic beverages called dragon's milk? You tell me. Now, you might think all this is crazy, but the dragon, it's been mentioned everywhere since the beginning of written history. And the Bible is mentioned 35 times. It's one of the 12 zodiac signs of the Chinese calendar, and you're telling me they just picked 11 real animals and one fictional one? It was also even in the dictionary pre-1936 as listed as now rare. Dragons, now rare. Now, if you haven't researched any of the history of the hidden giants and titans of the world, like these guys, or this one, or these, or even some of these crazy ones in this giant petrified tree, well, then I could understand why you can't see this outline of this wing here with its neck going to its head, with the Fern's nipple and the wing here coming down to its tail. Maybe you need to look a little harder, and maybe you need to research a little more. But to me, I know what I see, and it's clear as day to me. And if you can't understand why they would hide these guys from us, well, because it crashes down their narrative of evolution and the Big Bang and dinosaurs and the globe and everything. And it legitimizes the Bible. So you can go on believing that dinosaurs existed 65 million years ago, or you can do some research and realize these are the guys that really existed, and they were as big as the state of Florida. But as always, guys, this was just a big elaborate hoax. I'm just here to entertain you guys. Yeah, I just think this is a guy from a cartoon movie called The Hobbit that they turned into a movie from a book, and it's all just lies. Just entertain and make people imagine this fantasy world, all for entertainment.